Werewolves are known for being fiercely protective of their mates, so after my mate chose the alpha's daughter over me, I decided to get back at him by showing interest in someone else. My friends rallied around me when they heard what had happened, and Nova came up with a plan for payback, to show affection for another man. At first, I hesitated, but after realizing that my mate had actually bonded with the alpha's daughter, I agreed. When my friends and I walked into school, dressed up with new outfits and makeup, whispers immediately started. Theo's match, rejected. Someone in the crowd muttered with a sneer. I didn't realize Eden was so striking. I wouldn't mind. I straightened my posture and walked more confidently. If they wanted drama, I'd give them one. Nova gave me a small, approving wink. Then I saw Theo leaning casually against the lockers, laughing with his friends, Chris and Adam. My inner wolf stirred as his scent reached me. Despite everything, the bond we shared pulled at me. I locked eyes with Chris and gave him a teasing smile. His expression shifted with interest, but Theo froze when he noticed me. His wide-eyed stare told me he wasn't expecting this. I smirked and let a cold confidence take over as I walked past. Nova whispered, "Phase 1? Success." In calculus, Theo slid into the seat behind me, his presence charged like a storm. I ignored him and brushed my hair aside, exposing the spot where a mark would be. A low growl came from behind me. Nova stifled a chuckle. "Hey, Chris," I greeted the next person to arrive, with a sweet tone. "Hello, gorgeous," Chris replied, his charming smile aimed to melt hearts. But Theo growled again, loud enough to break Chris's composure. He sat stiffly under Theo's piercing stare. Despite the tension, I kept calm. During class, I wrote a note to Nova about Chris, only for Theo to grab it and storm out of the room. The teacher stared at the door he slammed behind him. At lunch, I ignored the hostile glares from Theo's group and the jealousy radiating from Lyra. Let them whisper. I wasn't going to break. "So what's next?" Nova asked as we returned to class. "I'm not sure," I muttered. "It's not like I can magically find someone." Alice grinned. "Why not? There are plenty of unmated guys around." A name flitted into my thoughts uninvited. Eros, the hybrid, part wolf, part vampire, was untouchable. I remembered the first time I'd seen him last year, scrubbing floors as punishment. I'd looked up to find him towering over me, effortlessly commanding attention with his presence. His sapphire blue eyes had captivated me, but he hadn't even spared me a glance afterward. I pushed the thought away. "No one comes to mind," I lied. Nova rolled her eyes. "We'll see about that." As we walked down the next hallway, I spotted him, Eros. He was strolling casually with his friends. My heart raced. Before I could stop myself, I called out, "Eros?" He turned, his presence overwhelming. "Yes?" Words failed me. Never mind." I stammered and started to leave, but in a flash, he was in front of me, blocking my path. Hybrids, and their speed. "You don't get to call out to me and then run," he said, amused. His voice was smooth, magnetic. I just thought maybe we could be friends," I mumbled. A dangerous smile played on his lips. "Friends?" He tilted my chin, making me meet his gaze. "No, Eden, you and I? We're much more than that."